North Korea Fast Facts. Here's some background information about the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK, also called North Korea. It borders China, Russia, and South Korea. About North Korea. From the CIA World Factbook. Area, 120,538 square kilometers, slightly smaller than Mississippi. Population, 25,248,140, July 2017 EST. Median age, 34, 2017 EST. Capital, Pyongyang. Ethnic groups, racially homogeneous, small ethnic Chinese and Japanese populations. Religion, traditionally Buddhist and Confucianist, with some Christian and other sects. GDP, purchasing power parity $40 billion, 2015 EST. GDP per capita, $1,700, 2015 EST. Other facts. North Korea has no diplomatic representation in the United States. They do have a permanent mission to the United Nations. The United States does not have any diplomatic representation in North Korea. The Swedish embassy represents the United States as consular protecting power. A history of North Korea's weapons program. North Korea missile tests. Timeline. 1910 to 1945, Japan controls the Korean peninsula. August 1945, after Japan surrenders in World War II, the US occupies the southern half of the peninsula while the USSR occupies the northern half. 1945 to 1994, Kim Il-sung is the country's first leader. 1948, separate governments for the northern and southern parts of the Korean peninsula are established after an international stalemate fails to resolve the issue. June 25, 1950, North Korea invades South Korea. Peace negotiations begin in 1951, but hostilities continue until 1953. July 8, 1994, Kim Jong-il becomes the leader of North Korea when Kim Il-sung, his father, dies. 2000, Kim Dae-jung, the leader of South Korea, and Kim Jong-il meet for the first time since the country was separated 50 years earlier. January 10, 2003, North Korea withdraws from the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. December 11, 2007, freight trains begin crossing the border between North and South Korea, resuming a regular service that last ran in the 1950s. March 3, 2008, after the US and South Korea begin 6 days of joint military exercises, North Korea's foreign minister denounces the exercises and warns that North Korea will explore all countermeasures necessary for its protection. Approximately 27,000 U.S. troops and aircraft carrier USS Nimitz take part in the exercises. December 28, 2008, the freight trains that began crossing between the border of North and South Korea in December 2007 suspend service due to souring relations between the two countries, dashing hopes of reconciliation. March 8, 2009, the Supreme People's Assembly holds elections, delayed since August 2008. Kim Jong-il is unanimously re-elected in his district, with a 100% voter turnout. June 8, 2009, the state-run media reports that U.S. journalists Laura Ling and Una Lee, accused of spying, have been sentenced to 12 years in a labor prison. August 4, 2009, former President Bill Clinton sits down with Kim Jong-il to discuss the release of American journalists Una Lee and Laura Ling. Both Lee and Ling are later given a full pardon from Kim Jong-il and released. May 20, 2010, South Korea formally accuses North Korea of firing a torpedo to sink the Cheonan, a South Korean Navy ship, in March, killing 46 sailors. North Korea denies responsibility and warns that any retaliation would lead to all-out war. May 24, 2010, South Korean President Lee Myung-bok severs all trade ties and asks the UN Security Council to punish North Korea. September 28 to 29, 2010, North Korea's ruling party, the Workers' Party of Korea, meets for the first time since 1980. Kim Jong-il is re-elected as General Secretary of the party. November 23, 2010, North Korea launches artillery at Yeonpyeong Island in South Korea, killing 2 South Korean Marines. February 7 to 9, 2011, military officials from both North and South Korea meet at the DMZ to defuse tensions and restart international aid talks without much success. April 29, 2011, the U.S. State Department refutes charges by former President Jimmy Carter that the U.S. and South Korea are withholding food aid from North Korea for political motives. The U.S. had suspended aid 2 years ago to North Korea, because it suspected the donated food was not reaching those most in need. April 29, 2011, the UN World Food Programme announces plans to begin emergency food distribution to 3.5 million North Koreans, primarily women and children, who are starving after a harsh winter destroyed crops. December 17, 2011, North Korean leader Kim Jong-il dies at the age of 69. December 31, 2011, Kim Jong-un, a son of Kim Jong-il, assumes command of the North Korean army. December 12, 2012, North Korea successfully launches an Unha-3 long-range rocket from the Sahae Space Center in Kolsan County and puts a working satellite into orbit, days after Pyongyang suggested the launch could be delayed. January 22, 2013, the UN condemns the recent North Korean rocket launch and expands existing sanctions against North Korea with Resolution 2087. January 24, 2013, North Korea's National Defense Commission says it will continue nuclear testing and long-range rocket launches, all of which are a part of an upcoming all-out action aimed at the U.S., the sworn enemy of the Korean people. March 11, 2013, a spokesman for the North Korean military announces the 1953 armistice agreement is being scrapped, citing US-led international moves to impose new sanctions against it over its recent nuclear test. March 27, 2013, North Korea cuts its military hotline with South Korea. Earlier in the month, the Red Cross hotline through Panmunjom is cut. December 13, 2013, Kim Jong-un's uncle, Jang Song-thaek, is executed. Jang had once been considered the second most powerful person in the country. North Korea's official news agency accuses Jang of trying to overthrow the state, describing him as despicable human scum. February 17, 2014, the UN Commission of Inquiry on Human Rights publishes a report on widespread human rights abuses in North Korea. March 9, 2014, elections are held. State media reports there is 100% voter turnout, and Kim Jong-un receives 100% of the vote. December 19, 2014, the FBI says it has concluded the North Korean government is responsible for a cyber attack on Sony Pictures. In November, hackers broke into Sony's servers, published private emails and information and threatened to attack movie theaters screening The Interview, a comedy film about an assassination plot on North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. March 11, 2015, the Russian Foreign Ministry announces an agreement that 2015 will be a year of friendship between the two countries and that Kim Jong-un will visit Moscow. March 26, 2015, North Korea claims to arrest 2 South Korean men for spying and accuses them of collecting intelligence and military secrets from North Korea. April 2015, South Korean lawmaker Shin Kyung-min says that according to an assessment by South Korean intelligence agents, Kim Jong-un has ordered the execution of about 15 senior officials so far this year. Shin further says that 4 members of the Unhaju Orchestra were also executed in March. May 12, 2015, South Korean media reports that North Korea publicly executed Defense Chief Hyun Yong-chol by fire from an anti-aircraft gun. An official with the South Korean intelligence service later tells CNN that while the agency was sure Hyun had been purged, it had not confirmed whether he had been executed. August 21, 2015, North Korea orders frontline military units to enter a wartime state after an exchange of fire with South Korea, according to the country's state-run Korean Central News Agency. A day earlier, the two countries traded artillery fire over their heavily fortified border. January 2, 2016, Otto Frederick Warmbier, a University of Virginia college student, is detained in North Korea after being accused of a hostile act against the government there, according to North Korean state media. January 11, 2016, a man who identifies himself as Kim Dong-chul, a naturalized American, tells CNN in an exclusive interview that he is being held by North Korea on espionage charges. Kim says he was detained in October 2015. CNN is unable to verify Kim's claim. March 2, 2016, the UN Security Council votes to impose a broad array of sanctions against North Korea because of its recent nuclear test and missile launch, both of which defied current international sanctions. The resolution aims to cripple parts of the North Korean economy that fuel its nuclear and ballistic missile programs. November 30, 2016, the UN Security Council votes unanimously for stricter measures against North Korea nearly 3 months after the secretive nation carried out its fifth nuclear test. By severely limiting North Korea's exports of coal and non-ferrous metals, such as copper, the UN expects to cut the country's revenue by more than $800 million every year. June 2, 2017, the UN Security Council unanimously passes a resolution with new sanctions against North Korea after the regime launched its 9th ballistic missile test of the year. June 14, 2017, releases Warmbier, the American held prisoner for more than 17 months. Warmbier dies 5 days later, on June 19. He had been in a coma for more than a year, according to his parents. July 29, 2017, U.S. President Donald Trump warns Pyongyang that all options are on the table after North Korea fires a missile over Japan. August 5, 2017, the UN Security Council imposes new sanctions on North Korea for its continued intercontinental ballistic missile testing and violations of UN resolutions. August 10, 2017, North Korean state media reports that a plan to fire 4 missiles near the U.S. Pacific territory of Guam will be ready for Kim Jong-un's consideration in days. September 11, 2017, the UN Security Council unanimously adopts a US-drafted resolution to impose more sanctions on North Korea, a week after the rogue nation carried out its 6th and largest nuclear test. September 19, 2017, President Trump, speaking to the UN General Assembly, threatens to totally destroy North Korea if the US is forced to defend itself or an ally. Kim later responds by calling Trump a deranged US dotard. September 22, 2017, President Trump announces an expansion of sanctions on North Korea and praises China for taking action to limit financial transactions with the isolated communist nation. September 25, 2017, North Korea's Foreign Minister Ri Yong-ho accuses U.S. President Donald Trump of declaring war on his country by tweeting in previous days that North Korea won't be around much longer. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders says, frankly, the suggestion of that is absurd. November 20, 2017, President Trump places North Korea back on the list of state sponsors of terrorism. November 21, 2017, the Treasury Department announces new sanctions against North Korea. December 22, 2017, the UN Security Council unanimously adopts a new set of draconian US-drafted sanctions on North Korea that will further strangle its energy supplies and tighten restrictions on smuggling and the use of North Korean workers overseas. Nikki Haley, the U.S. ambassador to the UN, claims the new sanctions, levied in response to Pyongyang's November 29 ballistic missile test, went even further than the sanctions passed in September that, at the time, were called the toughest yet.